Bonzel with you guys today, and today I get to interview Andy Springer. He is the lead pastor at Heartwood Church in Rohnert Park. He's doing some interesting stuff. So tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing with the homeless. This is kind of an interesting thing that you've got going on.
I appreciate the time, Sue. You're a longtime friend and obviously an awesome person in our community. So I appreciate you giving voice to people that are doing stuff out here. And in September, 2 days after my 49th birthday, a business friend of mine called me up and said, "You've got to come to this meeting." And I'm like, "I don't have time for another meeting." She goes, "No, you got to come. This is important. I need you to be there." So I went into that meeting and I got hooked. Someone put a hook in my mouth and I was done. So I went to that meeting. It was a small meeting. And then the next roundtable the city was sponsoring was October 7th. It's the first month. And one of the city leaders said, "I need a proposal and I need property." And I thought, well, shoot, I can write a proposal. So I committed to make a proposal between that meeting and November. After the meeting, one of his assistants came to me and said, "We need a place to meet. Can we use your church property?" I was like, "Sure, yeah, come use our church. I don't care." So now we host the homeless roundtable every first Monday of the month. What I believed was the churches could do a whole lot of this for very, very little money because we have facilities and we have volunteers. And I thought we could accomplish some great things. So this man, Don Schwartz, our city assistant city manager, he and I were meeting and he said, "Andy, have you thought about the kids who are in our schools who are homeless?" And I didn't even think about that. So I had the unique privilege in February of this year to meet a mom and two boys who were living in a rented van. They were living in a rented van, but her rent was only for a weekend. She had it for over a month. And it was in the middle of December that she rented it. And when I met her, the day that I met her, the van company came and got the van the day before. And I met her on the sidewalk at a hotel in Rohnert Park with a caseworker. And I was able to put her stuff in my van and move her over to the Hampton Inn in Rohnert Park. And that family lived there from February 7th through February 29th. And on the 30th, on the 1st of March, thank God for the leap year, right? We had an extra day. On the 1st of March, they signed a lease and moved into a 2-bedroom house. She now has a job in the medical profession. And we are this close to getting her a car. Had the virus not come along, we can't get titles switched right now. So the people I was working with can't get a title and we can't get a car, but we were that close. And her whole life is given back to her now because I went to take a bike to the junior high for a whole nother kid. And the principal told me about this mom. So I'm kind of hooked, Sue. I'm sorry.
I can imagine. I just got chills. I'm like, okay, I can see where that absolutely would hook you, when knowing that you have the capability and at your disposal to be able to do these things and help people and really make a huge difference. So that's kind of feels like that's a little bit of your mission.
It has become, honestly. Yeah. So I decided I'm going to go after the students. And we have about 50 in our school district that are vulnerable, couch surfing. Maybe some of them are sheltered. Some of them aren't. And we were awarded a small grant for $2,500 to pack backpacks together and give the kids things. So we're recently, I'll just tell you, we were at the church, and with the virus, we can't have meetings. I was there recording. I come out of the church, and there's a guy in the dumpster. He's trying to get something out of the dumpster, and I'm assuming that he needs food. And thankfully, he came and talked to me. This kid, 26 years old, man, smart. Anyway, I kept my distance. I don't want to get, any kind of virus, right? I don't know what's going on here, but I took him into the church and I made him a huge breakfast. 4 eggs, 4 pieces of bacon. Anyway, it was so much fun. I was like, I never had so much fun making breakfast in my life. He's sitting in the auditorium, like, just stunned. He can't even think straight. He's sitting there. I got him a table. I made him a plate. Anyway, one of the other guys at the church helped me out with his lunch, made him a lunch. He called me Wednesday. This is Thursday. He called me yesterday and told me that he is now in his halfway house. He's off the street. He listened to me, and he said he wants to meet with me. He thinks I can help him. And I told him he no longer had to be on the street. And he said, "I'm going to stay here for now." And I was broken. I was like, wow, dude, you have an opportunity to do something different. but he was not ready. And he called me Wednesday and said he was ready.
Are looking to work with people, these homeless folks, one-on-one, so that you really can kind of focus and really give the help that is needed.
Yeah, let me talk to the folks that are going to listen to this. First of all, I'm not a superhero, and you don't need to be either. You don't need a cape to be able to accomplish what I'm doing. I stumbled into this. Maybe one of you will stumble into it along with me. What I've discovered is one case at a time. Some of them are more difficult than others, so I can't help everybody, but I can help the ones I can help. And what I do, Sue, is I wake up in the morning when I have a case on me, which I do right now, a lady named Wendy. I have a case, and I wake up every morning with, what can I do for Wendy that Wendy can't do for herself? Mm-hmm. And I have huge network. I have great friends. I have great relatives. I have good relations here. And Wendy's out on the street for 13 years. She has friends out there, but they're not going to be able to get her house. Her friend, this lady, her name I can't give you, but in December, she came after the homeless roundtable in the dark. And she yells out from the sidewalk, I'm cleaning up and I'm outside on the front porch. She goes, why can't homeless people come to your homeless roundtable? And I'm like, of course they can, right? And I said, come in here. I can't see her. I'm like, come here. I can't see you. She came in, she spent an hour with me talking to me about the needs of the homeless. This month, beginning of this month, she texted me and she said, I got a case for you. And I don't think you're going to be able to do anything about it, but I figured you'd try, right? Well, Wendy was that case. I pulled another friend in with me and we started attacking Wendy's case. She's got a voucher since May. And this week she's supposed to move into her house.
Wow.
13 years on the street, had a voucher for almost a year. And because of our tenacity, our hard work, we've been sheltering her, by the way, since the virus hit. We've been taking care of her. And she's at the Hampton Inn, being taken care of right now. And this weekend she should move into her house.
Wow. So. That is incredible. Like what amazing stories. That's really, I feel like we all need some more really feel good stories rather than, being pulled down with some of the negativity that's going on. And so I'm so appreciative of the work you're doing, especially right now. It's a scary time for everyone. I can imagine for the homeless, even more scary.
All the services are shut down, Sue.
Exactly.
So shortly before the virus, a couple shelters shut down their winter sheltering. There's a lot of people out there, and frankly, we have more in common with them than we realize. Some of them are just like this kid I was telling you about I made breakfast for. He's raised up in a middle-class home with a dad who's self-employed or the mom who's self-employed, comes out of, local town here, but mom and dad had a fight with him and he hadn't been home since. Wow. It's and frankly, I'll be honest with you, we have more 20-year-olds out there than we realize, and not all of them are strung out, not all of them are, messed up. Right. They will become that. The statistics tell us that 15 days on the street and a teenager will stay out there. Wow. And to stay out there, they got to be drinking, they got to be doing drugs. They are in danger. If a girl goes out on the street within the first 24 hours, she's likely to be sex trafficked,
right,
or kidnapped. And the point of it is, what I'm trying to say is, I'm just getting alerted to this in September, and I'm just one guy thinking, okay, what can I do? I can do something for somebody. Many somebodies have done things for me, and I'm the result of all that impact. So, if I can do something, I'm not too far from these people, and there's no reason why I couldn't, do a little bit to help. So
I just absolutely love that. Now, okay, so Heartwood Church in Rohnert Park, you are doing your services virtually now?
We are online. Yep. Okay. You can go to Facebook and search at Heartwood Church and you'll find us. Okay. You can go to heartwoodchurch.com and find out all kinds of things about us. And Easter is going to be exciting. You might want to check out our online service on Easter. We got some really cool things happening.
Well, you have a lot to offer. If someone wants to call you, maybe get involved to helping out with doing some things for the homeless, or even donating some money to help you cover some of those costs, what's a good phone number they can call?
Okay, so they can go to heartwoodchurch.com and /donate. And there's a place there where they can even click off homelessness, and they can put money right there. And then they can also call, the phone number's on the website, heartwoodchurch.com. I don't have it by memory, I'm sorry. They will get a voicemail. I'm a bivocational pastor, so I'm not always at the office. So they will get a voicemail, but if they leave a voicemail, we'll answer and get back. But the best way to go is the heartwoodchurch.com. And if they want me to contact them, they can go to contact page. But yeah, that'll help. We're
Okay.
just trying to make a difference. You know what I mean? Just
Absolutely.
trying to.
Love what you're doing. Love your energy. Thank you so much, Andy. Hope to see you in person very soon.
Yeah, buddy, we'll do it. All right. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right.